Hey guys, welcome to Punky's World. This is going to be the daily journal before I'm trying to get this down. Well, I've got it locked in at least. My friend comes and picks me up to take me to the Historical Society. So I got some work to do there because I may not have a partner in my project, so I'm going to have to do it myself. I'm trying to get this. Here we go. I feel it going in. Ah, there we go. I'm back in there. You can see I sort of did my hair, did my lipstick. I called Susan because I didn't feel like being drowned on my way in. So she's going to pick me up. Sorry. Lipstick. Anyway. So, I want to show you something. Because I had to sign all that paperwork on my iPad, I invested in this. This is an Apple Pencil. It's a no-name brand Apple Pencil. The way you turn it on is you just kind of hit that, turn it back off. This battery. That's where you charge it. It has a bunch of new heads, and it has 2 covers for the charging port. So, yeah, Apple Pencil. Wish I'd have had this when I was trying to sign all that stuff. It would have made things so much easier. So the other thing, is I had to call cable. And while I was talking to them, I said, hey, I have a broken jack. Can you fix it? And they said, sure. So I have someone coming to fix it. I don't know what. They are not going to charge me for it because they may have broken it. I'm not sure. It's that one over there that my cable internet is plugged into. And I'm standing right in front of you because once again I left my mic on all night and it died. So it's charging. My phone is charging. But I have all the information that I need for cable. So okay. This comes off the bobbin. Needs to, and this comes up through there. The bobbin one needs to be what do you call it? Threaded. Then I can begin this relatively easy project. I mean, I've made pillows where I've literally basically, what's the word? Quilted the pieces together to make a pillow. So This should be much easier than that. The edges on this are not the greatest, so all of the edges will get folded over and sewn. This is a yard of fabric. It is wide enough. It's definitely long enough. I will have to cut it, which is fine. Excuse me, because then it's wide enough for 2 pieces. So, but this is pure satin. Obviously, I want the shiny side out, and it is a perfect match for this room. So, definitely happy with that. So I did end up taking it out because I'm going to work with it. So, that there. And what else? I think that's it. The Apple Pencil came in late last night. As soon as Alexa told me, I ran out and grabbed it because it's been raining off and on. And I knew it would be delivered to the house because it has a rechargeable battery in it. They don't put that through the postal service. So, and I've been working on my butt off on that Dalzell line. And what I have discovered is that I'm like 4 generations forward, that is toward me, on Paninia's line. It's not helping much. That might be Cable. I think it is. Hello? That was Cable. They're on their way, which is insanium in the cranium to think they're that close. The guy that called me was going to do it, but this guy was closer. That's amazing. So yeah, I'm happy about that. That little guy right there. Right there. Bring it in closer. I don't know if you can tell that it's broken on camera, but it's broken. So he's going to come and fix that nice and quick. I was not expecting him to be here today at all. So I'm happy. Both people that were supposed to call me back in 24 to 48 hours called me back in less than an hour each. And I like that. Because with Cable, you can never tell. That's why Cable's phone number in my telephone has a poop emoji. I might have to change that because they have been amazing fruit. So, anyway, it is Thursday. Sunday is the Quilter Valor, which I will film so that Dawn will have it. I will bring my camera, this tripod, and film it so Dawn will have it. And we'll put it on the channel, obviously. And what else? What else? I might not even bring the tripod. I might just handycam it. Next weekend's going to be utterly crazy because Saturday and Sunday we have the big barn sale. So we need to get our barn open. But anyway, we have the big barn sale Saturday and Sunday next weekend, not this coming weekend, next weekend, which is Memorial Day weekend. And there's a library book sale the same day. Again, I will try to film a little bit, but I will be working hard, not hardly working. So just to sort of give you an up to speed, like I said, I have gotten forward 4 or 5 generations on Panania Dalzell. It's not helping a whole lot. I know that I'm related to her son, her son's daughter, and her son's daughter's son, and his son. So I can come all the way forward to the person that matches my DNA. But I still don't know where the actual connection is. I can come all the way forward in the line to that person, to one of them. And she's a pretty close relative. So it's gotta be someone I'm missing in her line. And because this person doesn't have that line filled in. And even if she did, it wouldn't help. I have that line filled in. And I don't know, because she has her father and her grandfather, which would be Paninia's great-grandson and great-great-grandson. Well, that's great, except I still don't know where I fit in the line, where we fit together in the line. And she and I have a high number of centimorgans, which means, according to the DNA painter, we share, well, she has, her great-grandparent is my great-great-grandparent, but I still don't know from where. I just know that she matches a line that like 5 other people, actually that's my uncle's, I'm sorry, great-grandfather, is her my uncle's great-grandfather is her great-grandfather. I know it's confusing. You would think that would mean she was ancient. It doesn't. Because you can be in different generations in your family line in the same age. My cousin Carrie and I, for example, are very close in age. But we're not in the same generation. She's in the same generation as my mother, who's just about old enough to be her mother. So, yeah. Oopsie. Oh, I'm not going to bother him to sit. I'm not going to try to pull this down. Anyway. I mean, my mother's not quite old enough, but almost old enough to be her mom. Carrie's in her 50s. And I'm going to be 50 this year, so. But you got to remember, Carrie's brother is my mother's age, actually a little bit older. And Carrie's 2 older sisters are old enough to be her mother. So it just depends on the family. So it is conceivable that this woman's younger than my uncle, but a generation different based on parentage and age of parents. Because remember, my grandfather was in his 40s when his boys were born. So, and this is his side of the family. Well, or his wife's side. Well, not his wife's side. Maybe his mother's side of the family. Which, you know, he was older than the rest of his siblings by the time he started having kids. So you know he was older than other extensions of the family. That's what I'm trying to say. So, because of that, you have generational differences. And we have differences on my grandmother Wilson's side because she had 3 daughters way before she had her 3 boys. The last of her 3 daughters was born 7 years before my father, which is the oldest of her 3 boys. So my aunt, my oldest aunt, literally has a grandson that's the same age I am. In fact, as her dementia worsened, she would refer to me as her granddaughter instead of her niece, because I am the same age as her grandson. So even though we're the same age, we're different generations. That's a good example, actually, to explain it really easily. Danny and I are the same age, but we're different generations in the family. Because his grandmother is actually my aunt. His grandmother is my father's sister. Even though we're the same age, I'm actually ahead of him. Because his great-grandmother is actually my grandmother. So that's a really easy way to explain it, and Cable is here. Is that our grandmother, Angelina Hemingway, my grandmother, Angelina Hemingway, is actually his great-grandmother, and we're exactly the same age. So that doesn't mean anything age-wise between this lady and my uncle. They could be the same age and just be a generation off because of the ages of parentage and all that. So, but I gotta let you go. Thank you so much for joining me.